Hello, everybody. Welcome to session number 10. I believe it's 10 now. We've managed to reach the double digits of our campaign. Very exciting. I would probably guesstimate we are reaching the halfway point. Not quite there, but we're reaching it. So, very excited about that. And we're going to dive right into the warm-up question. So, I want you to try to be as honest as possible with your Pokemon. I fully understand with this question that everyone's different and there's always exceptions to every rule, and you can't just generalize people because this question does go on the topic of personal prejudices, because we sort of touched on that a bit in the last campaign. But it's not prejudice amongst whether or not you're prejudiced against this specific type of Pokemon versus that type of Pokemon. I guess my question is, for your specific Pokemon in general, if someone was to put like a gun to your Pokemon's head and they said you have to choose one or the other, you can't just say, I generally trust them both equally. You're not allowed to say that. If you were forced to make a decision of which group of individuals you tend to trust more, do you tend to trust other humans more or other Pokemon more? Which group do you tend to trust more?
I think it would be safe to say that Bullet trusts other humans more, actually. I don't think that he would have had too much experience really with different Pokemon because, most of his life, or growing up at least, was within that confined area of the prison where he was really just, he was taken care of by, I assume, some people, before Molly, and then, of course, Molly, and basically Molly ever since then. And then once they were out of prison, he and Molly got a job together where he's again, having to follow the instructions of a human. And so it's just kind of been a thing that he's always known. And I'm not saying he's like not trusting of other Pokemon, but I think, if we're going to do the whole gun to your head, you have to pick one or the other. I think that, he trusts humans' judgment more.
Based on Bullet's experiences with other Pokemon since the campaign began, how has that affected his opinion of Pokemon in general as compared to humans?
Well, again, I don't think he ever had like a bad opinion of Pokemon. It was just the case where he didn't have as much exposure, particularly to Pokemon that would like be telling him to do things or giving him advice or things like that. The experiences he had with Pokemon like up to this point were more just kind of in passing oftentimes, or if he'd like stop outside while Molly's in delivering something, they'd have a conversation, but he never really had to take a Pokemon at their word or at least see the consequences of that so much. So I guess how this has influenced him so far is that he has had Pokemon like tell him what to do, and it's worked out for the better or whatnot. I guess kind of realizing that there is a bit of a bridge between that gap of like it's not just humans who can relay this kind of information or whatnot.
I think it's been clear that Remy doesn't trust humans, so this is going to be an easy question for me. If I were to say why, I would say he believes that humans are and have always been in a position of power against Pokemon, or in regards to Pokemon. They play the master role quite a bit, and it seems to come naturally to them. So he's averse to that natural instinct for the humans to have pets, and he believes that Pokemon should have, for their not just their power and their capabilities, but they are intelligent creatures and they can communicate, and they can like create society, as we've seen, I suppose. And so he feels like they deserve a little bit more respect in terms of being seen more as partners. And then in terms of the campaign so far, I would say that he's probably starting to shift a little bit just because of a Noir to a certain degree, but he still tries to keep her far because she's a psychic on top of it, and he trusts psychic humans less, and that's more again because of the control factor. He already thinks humans are controlling, and when it comes to psychics, they have the literal capacity to be able to force control, and that's what he hates more. It's not so much the people; he hates their capabilities and how they use it, how they use those powers.
until recently, I would say that Yu has definitely trusted humans more than Pokemon. I mean, he's already a very trusting person, but a human did raise him. A human did help him, and I feel like up until this point, he's probably spent more time around humans, especially Tiffany. And given his love of Tiffany, I do think that he would trust humans more. But that has been shaken, given the uh, Iridessa thing. Even though she is kind of spliced with a Pokemon, she was still taking a authoritative stance with her Pokemon team. So I think his trust in humans is starting to falter slightly.
You can go first if you want. Don't mind either way.
Okay. Well, given Lux's past, he doesn't really trust either 100%. He's seen good and bad examples of both.
So if you had a gun to your head and said, which one do you trust less? Which one do you trust less? What would you have to respond to?
Probably humans, only because of it was more recent.
Okay.
And with the Pikachu pack, it was an accident that the event happened, but they still tried killing him for it. Whereas with the human, it was more, I gave you an order, you didn't follow it, I'm going to kill you now. So slightly different reasoning behind why these things happened.
Fern probably trusts his Pokemon less. Probably would have started the campaign a little bit more on the fence. But yeah, she's had a few experiences since the campaign with Pokemon kind of proving themselves untrustworthy. Like, she thought she had a connection with Gizgaz, but Gizgaz didn't tell her that they were going to, like, rob the place and then his buddies were going to attack her friends. And then Robert Frost thing happened and she's like, well, humans never did that to me.
Humans never did that to you. Considering, however, that you spent most of your living life, at least, with Team Rocket, does, honestly, your Pokemon still trust? Does that affect your, like, Fern's trust in one versus the other at all, based on her experience with Team Rocket?
Her experience with Team Rocket, actually, I think it would have conditioned her to trust humans more because they liked her better when she responded quickly to the commands.
And probably was rewarded for it. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. I would think with an organization like Team Rocket, considering what they do for Pokemon to obey them, they must have some sort of either incredible incentive system or have some way of forcing them or controlling them to obey them. Most likely the latter is a little bit easier, I think. I feel like the latter.
Yeah, they probably have shock collars and stuff like that, I imagine.
You guys, I think you're hovering or about to land in front of the, I guess, encampment of the glitches. The glitch, I guess, community, as you want to refer to it as. And I think Bullet is that my understanding? Bullet is about to land, or has he already landed? I guess.
I don't think they had quite landed before they saw
Okay.
the glitch.
They are landing, and as they are landing, you can tell me what is happening or what you're doing.
I mean, honestly, I think...
Can I roll perception? See, does it look like the glitches are moving toward us? Do they look hostile?
Yes, you may do a perception first, and depending on perception, yes, you can do
Would it be perception or intuition?
perception to see them, and once you have you're able to see them, then you can make an intuition based on what you're seeing.
Cool.
Yes.
17 on perception.
Yes, and then now you can do an intuition, and because you roll so well, you can add 2 to that intuition.
9.
9?
Actually, no. Does the grooming from last session still hold?
I'll let it for this scene. After this scene.
Okay, so 9.
9? Okay. And that's with or without the +2 bonus?
That's with the +2 bonus.
Okay.
Otherwise, it'd be 7.
Okay. They, at minimum, seem wary of you. I don't know if you can tell if they are hostile towards you, but at minimum, they're probably not going to be greeting you with open arms.
Okay. Careful, everyone. I don't like the looks of this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, upon seeing them, I think Bullet would have, like, you know, boosted a little higher just out of, like, surprise.
Okay.
Francis is gonna be looking for Rotim.
I will also say that it looks like, because your perception is so high, Petra, it looks like the WTF is this, and the Lalo MFF BBQ. I'll have to find like nicknames for these things. But,
Yes.
they look like they are in a stance that looks like they're about to attack if you get too close, possibly, if you get too close. So it looks like they're prepared to strike if necessary.
Okay. Bullet, can you bring us around one more time? Just close enough I want to talk, but not close enough that they can hit.
So you actually want to go in closer?
I don't know if they could hear me from here.
All right, if there are no objections.
Alright.
Yeah, then in that case, so start carefully moving in closer.
Hey! How are ya? We're not hostile.
Roll a charm.
Roll a bluff.
Or, yeah, guile, if you actually are planning on being hostile.
7,
Then that would
9.
be whichever one.
Well,
I
if they
guess
attack first. Okay, well, that would have been a 5.
So these glitches, in addition to them looking very bizarre, they behave very bizarrely. Their movements are very like, you know, like, have you ever seen those creepy horror movies where the monster is like moving in such a way that's almost like you're watching a movie, but it's a spliced movie, sort of like it's not a smooth movement. They're very jerky, and you know, it almost looks like they don't have like full control of their bodies. It's very creepy watching them move. It sort of makes you feel like, ooh, if all you have to do is literally like add some like scary music, and it's probably not a very comfortable spectacle to see. And you can hear the Kill Me Now one speak, and you think it's speaking, but it's coming out in some sort of like gibberish, like really like, it's like a semi-digitized gibberish crossed with like nails on a chalkboard. It's not a pleasing sound. It's basically the digitized version of nails on a chalkboard when they're talking to you. So you can't understand what they're saying. And the WTF is this looks like a star me, or a star you, actually shoots something in your direction, and it starts looking like a water attack, but then it sort of like discombobulates into a poison attack, and then it turns into an attack that you have no idea what that thing is. And then it splits off. Like, this isn't a Pokemon attack you've never seen before. It's like a complete jumbled mess. And I'm gonna have to ask Bullet to do a dodge with that. Because
Is Bullet doing a dodge, or is Fizdis doing an attack? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you rolling.
he is
and I
trying
had
to
my-
attack you. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he is trying to hit you with this attack.
But I mean, do you want to roll an attack and then I'll add my evasion to it?
Sure.
Okay.
So the problem with this is that because this is a glitch, the math of the attacks are also glitched. So
Okay.
I'm going to roll a 1d2.
Should have just rolled acrobatics.
I should.
Okay.
I might get
So-
over 9,000 now.
Oh no.
And all the Pokemon died.
I mean, we were just discussing all the mechanics yesterday. I'm like, let's stick with what we know.
All right. So it's a 1d6, which means that I'm going to roll.
Wait, 1d6?
I rolled a 1d20. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I rolled a
Okay,
1d20 and I got a 6. So with this roll, I'm going to roll 6d6.
Okay.
27.
Oh crap, actually that would be bad. I should probably barrel roll. That'd be better. Alright.
Everyone, cling for your life.
Yeah. Go!
11. Doesn't quite.
No, that's pretty bad.
Doesn't quite. Alright. So I'm now going to use the Pokemon type generator to determine
Okay.
which type this ended up being.
Hey, you should do poison.
It actually is poison.
Hey, what's
It's
up?
not effective.
It's actually poison and grass at the same time. It's a dual
Okay.
poison and grass type.
Well, that's even better then.
That actually is even better for you.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure
And-
poison resists grass, doesn't it?
Let's see. We've
I'm not
got
too great with
1d12.
Both poison and flying resist grass.
sweet. Oh, yeah. Right, that part too.
7, and so that determines that I'm rolling d7s, and then I'm going to do 1d20, 3, so we're going to do 3d7s, 11
Oh,
points only. So you got hit, but it probably was reduced by a lot.
Okay, so
11
yeah,
points.
just the grass part, it would be like taken down to a fourth of the damage.
Correct.
And normally moves aren't two types, so would I also add the resistance of the poison type?
I would add the resistance, yes.
Okay, so it's 1/4 and 1/2. Does that make it an eighth of the total damage?
I think so.
Okay.
Whereas if
I mean, like if we're multiplying.
if
the
we're
resistances.
multiplying, whereas if they were both, if they were both super effective against you, then that would
Yeah.
be multiplied by a lot. So it's a
That would
good
be
thing that
very
they yeah. So it's a good thing it was generated in that way.
Alright, so what's the total damage?
11 points only. That's probably
Okay,
not going to hurt
11.
you very much
Yeah,
because
no,
I
we should
rolled
be,
very badly.
should be good.
Okay. So that happened within, like I said, the span of 6 seconds, right after Lux said what he said, and then they responded in a way that you didn't understand what they were saying.
Right, okay, they're hostile. Sorry.
I think maybe he's just trying to say hello. No.
Can
But we
I
should.
think maybe we should say goodbye.
Yeah.
that Rotom's here. He might be hurt. He could be captured.
We don't know if he's here.
What's
Do
the
we?
beepy thingy say?
It's definitely beeping a lot.
Do we see him?
You do not see him, no, but it's beeping a lot.
Do we see an appliance-looking thing he could be in?
You don't roll another perception.
Okay.
Can Fern
I'm
cast
gonna-
a blessing on the party using one of her Pokemon moves?
She may.
Interesting.
Cool.
As soon as I can find my character
New move.
sheet.
It's called Safeguard. Basically, any user, you can just use it to affect the entire team. Anyone who's blessed by it can activate it when receiving a status affliction to ignore the effects of that status affliction until their next turn.
Ooh.
It may be
Nice.
activated 3 times and then it disappears on each person, I think.
Cool. I like that.
So
Cool.
everyone just gets it, the entire team.
So could you ignore then a status affliction just 3 turns in a row?
I think so.
Sounded like it, yeah. That's all.
Cool.
And 16 on that perception.
Okay, so Lux, you are taking another 6 seconds to look around, and you do not spot any appliance other than something that looks like a broken down, detached capsule looking thing that looks like it used to belong to a storage box. And this capsule looking thing is like full of dust, or at least it's not transparent like the other ones look like. It looks like it's almost like it's been not taken care of, and it's very it's more opaque than it is transparent, I guess. And during that 6 seconds, another one of the glitches are going to attack Lux specifically. Lux, would you like to roll acrobatics to evade said attack?
Don't, you'll fall off.
Yeah, that is kind of a thing.
That is
Could
a thing,
I
actually.
roll acrobatics to try to?
Please.
You may go ahead.
I mean, if they're riding me, the best bet for them to dodge is probably for me to move.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, but hey, if it hits, it's on you.
Okay.
10.
Ha, 10.
It's not quite good enough. 1d12. So this is going to be d6s.
But I think it's better than you like falling to
True.
join them.
17 d6s.
Hey, if Lux gets hit with enough force, maybe Lux has to make a roll to not fall.
I'm more worried about it's going to destroy his costume,
That seems like a lot
because
of.
that happens first
numbers.
before he takes damage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Before he takes any damage?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Running a subtle bet. Sorry.
Lux gets hit with 61 points of steel damage. Steel.
And there went his costume.
Okay.
How broken is it, and how afraid should my teammates be?
Well, how many hit points is your full hit points?
My full hit points is 88.
Roll a d20.
That's never a good sign.
Yeah, so after the costume's destroyed, does the additional damage roll over and actually hurt him?
Very bad. So, let's see. 60 out of... 20 out of... You lost 60, so that's 20
Okay,
out of
wait.
80.
Before you say anything there, Hark, hold on. Petra, is it that you can choose that the costume is destroyed before Hark makes us all insane?
Sorry. From what I remember from the Mimikyu page, it just said the costume is destroyed. In games, it's usually just the head snaps backward at a weird angle. It's not, and suddenly they're naked.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how Hark is tabling this.
Yeah. So, the way I'm looking at it is, you lost 60 points, which is 3/4 of your hit points. So you have 25% of your hit points left. So I asked you to roll a d20 to see if you could get over 25%. You're on 5, which is exactly just below, or exactly on the 25%. The 25% thing. So what I was probably going to say is, since you're on 25% and you're at 25% hit points, I'll say that the costume rips enough so that if people can peer into it, then it basically will be. Then basically, yeah, you could either go insane or die, but only if they peer into it. So.
Was defense factored into it though to negate some of the damage?
Well, I take no damage. It's because the costume is taking all the damage that I take none. Hence why it gets destroyed.
So
Yeah.
So I take 0 damage.
Yeah, it all is going to the costume.
Yep.
All right.
I do
Yay.
appreciate anyone wanting to do math for me, though, so let's do.
you're aware. I'm gonna say that
I
you're
am going
aware.
to hands reaching out, grabbing costume, pulling shut. Not
Yes.
good.
Yes.
Just go back in the bag.
Will do.
So yes, I will allow you to close it shut. But just know that there is a hole large enough that somebody could
Yeah.
peer into it.
Noted.
We need to use apron.
Yes, we do. Roman's
Later.
AFK right now.
He pulls it out of his body,
Yep.
where he keeps
Oh, gosh darn it. I thought I saw the last of this thing.
What
now
do you
it's
guys
purple.
do?
Oh, Lux is now diving into one of the saddlebags.
it. I think we gotta head down. Or Bullet. Rem will say, like, Bullet, get me low enough. I'm jumping off.
He doesn't seem exactly thrilled about that, but he will start to lower down.
Okay. You will start to lower down. I will have, I guess, since you're trying to land, Bullet, roll me a charm. Roll me a charm.
Don't worry, I'm a charming bat.
Unless
Yes, you are.
Okay, here's my question. As you're landing, are you trying to seem non-threatening as you're landing, or are you trying to seem threatening as you're landing? Is my question.
Well, he's not trying to seem threatening, but he's certainly not like grinning at everybody. Like he's flicking, his gaze back and forth between everyone, anticipating more attacks. So he's definitely on the defensive right now.
Okay. In that case, yeah, I'm trying to figure out whether or
I
not
could
they
like
would...
charm, intimidate, or whatever, but
Okay.
Can
In that case, that's fine, because I was wondering if you would actively try to diffuse the situation, but if you're not going to diffuse the situation, they're probably going to attack you again.
yeah,
So-
which is what
can
he's
Fern
expecting.
try?
Can Fern
What?
try?
Can Fern try what as they're landing? Just like put a little pause up and go. Can you please stop attacking my friends? Please, we're not here to hurt you. We're here to help people.
You may roll a charm.
Buzz Lightyear.
Pokemon.
But since you're doing that, instead of attacking you with 2 attacks, I will attack you with only 1 attack, because there will be time to hit you, try to attack you for 1 attack.
How nice of them.
How nice of them.
If we have water with us, we'll be fine.
Wait, would it be possible to use the charm move instead of charm? Just checking.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm pretty sure that would have a different effect, but
It'll have a different effect, but yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
so you've
okay.
got
So it would be like
2d10s.
threatening. Okay.
2d10s. Bullet, if you want to try to dodge this, you may.
does it look like the attack is going for Fern or for Bullet himself?
I am going to have to determine the target randomly. 1d6. 1, it's going to be attacking you directly.
Then no, he won't try.
Alright, you will take 10 points only of steel damage.
Okay.
Fern rolled a 5 on her charm, which it's not horrible, but it's not going to be effective. So the other attack is going to happen,
Okay.
of which
with
they
the
missed.
Grooming last session, Ella, did you want to use Tiffany's +2 to skill checks, or did you have something from Noir you wanted to add instead for training?
Well, it wouldn't be Noir's. It would be Cassie's training.
Okay. True.
I'm not
Sorry.
sure what that is.
They have the same training where it like boosts their evasion.
Okay. Do you want that, or do you want the +2 to skill check? Either's fine. We're just declaring it now since we didn't do it last session.
Probably Cassie's because that's what I'm assuming.
Okay. Not a problem.
Yeah,
Just
it's
wanna
plus
make
1
sure.
to evasion and +2 to save checks, isn't it?
I think so. Let me double check
Yeah,
it.
awesome. I just remember when we did actually talk about it last time. Yeah, Cassie and Noir had picked the same thing.
Okay. Just checking.
You'll land, by the way. You'll land at this point.
Yeah, Remy is screaming, "Coming in peace! Coming in peace! Coming in peace! Coming in peace! Coming in peace!" As he's like running towards. He's like doing dodges, like side to side. Come here, peace. Come here, peace. Come
Roll
here,
a,
peace.
roll a charm.
Can Fern just shout something as Remy's running? You need me to come with you because I have the tracker sensor thing.
I got the tracking thing too. It's for both foxes. What do you mean? You have something else?
Beeping.
No, the beepy thing. So she jumps out after you
Oh,
and
dear
goes in the direction of the beeping.
Okay, so she jumps off. Remy, roll me a charm first. 3.
Oh, good. Yeah. Very charming with your frantic screams.
1d5. 5. Oh my god. 5 hits. 5 things are gonna come at you.
Oh dear God.
Let me see how many of them hit. That one misses. That one misses. That one hits. That one hits. And that one misses. Okay. 2 attacks are coming at you. The first one is going to be 19 d8s. The second one's going to be 18 d11s.
I don't like either of those.
Yeah.
105.
Perfect. That's more
Okay.
than my max
105. Well, fortunately for you, it's let me check this type.
Don't say water.
Is
Don't
it
say
grass
water.
again?
Don't say ground. Don't say rock.
No, ground would be great. Do ground type.
Oh, for you. Sorry.
Okay, so you get hit by 105 of bug poison damage.
Yay!
Bug poison damage, which probably
I can
reduces
do that.
a lot for you, right?
Yeah.
Half and half, yeah.
Half and half, so that's a fourth.
Yeah, that'll be a fourth.
So 1/4 of
Phew.
105 rounded up.
Okay, and then 2, is it a physical or a special attack?
It's going to be a special.
Okay, I'm gonna say that Yu is hopped off and he sees that talking isn't working, so he's actually gonna pull the apron out and he's gonna try to fly it like a flag. Like, we come in peace, it's okay. Trying
Okay.
to
Roll me.
seeing if maybe that will work better.
It's just like a sludge, like sloshing off his arm.
Roll me
And
a
the
charm, and also Remy, you took 116 points of bug steel damage.
Half and half. Look at that. 100 and what?
16.
116.
116 is a total.
Okay.
Okay, that should be 11. You still have the +2. So, for use charm.
Okay,
Sorry, on what Remy just got attacked by, was that physical or was that special?
that was special.
Okay.
I rolled a
This
1,
one.
so that was special.
1/4 damage. Got it.
You wave around the apron like a flag, and with a 9, they're going to
11.
stop.
Plus
With
2.
an 11, thank you.
Sorry.
With an 11, they're going to stop attacking,
Yay!
but they still look extremely like peed off.
Very
Right now.
grudgy.
They look very peed off.
Pops head out of saddlebag. Are we dead? Looks at Bullet.
Bullet's just like still frantically looking back and forth between them.
Yu is still waving the apron like a flag and just trying to come closer to them and say, "Look, we're friendly, and it's okay. We don't want to hurt anyone."
The fox is just crazy. So right before you got on there, Remy basically jumped off Bullet and started doing like diagonal jumps towards them, going, "We come in peace, we come in peace, we come in peace, we come in peace," as he's running towards them. And then you waving the flag. It's just
It didn't work out for him.
no. I don't
He
think
got
that
attacked
tactic
by
was
5
great.
things at once.
So yeah,
Yu says-
so
Yeah, Yu says, "That one's pretty friend. He's just a little hot-headed. It's okay."
One of the Pokemon, the glitches, Freak actually, responds to you in. You can't tell if it's necessarily hostile or not, again, because of the way they speak, the fluctuations, you don't know what their intent is or how upset or not upset they are. But you can't understand a word that they're saying. But he's saying something in response.
Actually thinking about this. Hey, computer lady. trying to get the communicator person's attention. One of you is a translator. Can you make sense out of what they're saying? I don't get it.
You're gonna have to jump off and get to Fern. Fern is chasing Remy now.
No, Bullet has the communicator, doesn't
No.
he?
Yeah,
Fern has the tracking
tracker,
unit.
Bullet has the communicator.
Oh, okay, that's okay.
They say we've been listening, but that's not in a language that I'm familiar with. You'll
Okay.
hear
Worth a
you'll
shot.
hear per se.
Do you know what Rotim looks like? Maybe if you draw a picture, Bullet. You met Rotim. Maybe just draw a picture.
Just draw a picture right now in the middle of all this.
Well, they can't understand what we're saying, I think, or we can't understand them. So maybe they understood the flag, so maybe they'll understand the picture.
Okay, cool. That's actually a
Just
very long answer.
Okay, here we go.
Rotim would have been with Chase when he met them. Lux, sorry, would have been with Chase when they met Maddie. So he also would have seen Rotim. Does anyone remember what Rotim was in, or if he was just out floating?
He's a laptop.
Laptop? Okay. Lux will very carefully get out of saddlebag, dip finger into Ew to get some slime, and also try to draw Rotim.
Okay.
Should
Do you want to roll for our artistic skills?
That should be that should be a skill check. What skill would be
I know.
most appropriate? Yes. What would be?
Intuition apparently is artistic skill.
Cool.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
Oh.
If that's what the book says.
10?
Yeah.
7. So maybe with our powers combined.
Okay, so you both will attempt to draw Rotim, which isn't that difficult of Pokemon to draw. So I'm gonna say you'll be able to successfully draw it. One of the Pokemon who seems to be the leader, maybe, is
Is it Spartacus?
Is Spartacus. Yes. How did you know? How did you
Awesome.
know he was the leader? He walks up, or it, you're not really sure if it's a he or a she, walks up and glances down. The other Pokemon behind him are, again, still in a stance ready to attack if necessary. And looks towards you, and then he sort of holds out his claw open like this. Roll an intuition for anyone who's watching or paying attention to this.
9.
10 this time.
So 6 on Ew.
Lux, Bullet, and Fern believe that he's holding out his claw as if he's asking for something. Fern, you believe he's holding up his claw as if asking for payment.
Oh, he wants payments. He wants to be paid something. Does anyone have anything that they can give him?
We have berries in the bag. You think
Let's
they like
try
berries?
that. Goes into bag, grabs out berry, comes over, very carefully puts in Spartacus's hand. Or claw.
Is Lux doing this all while holding it, like his costume clothes too?
Yep, one-handed.
How many berries? A single berry? Multiple berries?
Just has he seen how many of the glitches there are?
There's 5 of them.
Okay, so he has seen. He will hand over 5 berries then. One for each, covering bases.
When you pull out the berries, the other Pokemon glitch's eyes, if you can call it that, seem to light up. So there's like a moment of vulnerability there. If you guys want to just attack him now, you can. I'm just saying.
No.
There's a moment of
Come on,
vulnerability
go.
there. Almost as if these Pokemon have never seen a berry in their life, almost. Or at least have not been fed berries in an extremely long time. And
Probably because they're ugly.
And
Lux has sympathy.
they immediately hoard around Spartacus as the berries are being handed to him. And as soon as Spartacus sees them, he gives it a little bit of a sniff. And then he holds it up for the others, so the other 4 grab the berries and start munching into it
Please say it's taste they like.
voraciously, as if they haven't eaten in weeks, maybe. And then as soon as they're finished eating the berries, all 5 of them hold up their hand again.
Shrugs.
Give him water.
Okay.
Something to wash it down.
Goes, grabs a bottle of water, comes back.
Just one bottle of water?
I don't know how many bottles of water we had.
Okay.
I don't know.
You'll
Cassie
give
packed the
Molly
berries, I think
usually
Molly
has-
packed the water.
Molly usually has 2 or 3 bottles.
Okay. We'll say that you have 2.
Okay.
Maybe you drank one of them on the road. I don't know. We'll say you had 2.
Well, are they particularly large Pokemon? Are they smallish? Well, I guess to everyone, Lux is big.
Yeah.
8 inches.
If you look at the pictures, they look like how large they would normally be, except they're fused with other Pokemon.
Yeah, I was
They're
gonna
like
say,
a combination
those Pokemon, they're pretty small.
Okay,
Yeah.
small to medium builds. Okay.
small to medium, yes.
So, pauses, looks around group. Should I give them 1? Should I give them 2? What do you guys want to do with this? It's not really my stuff.
I don't want them to attack us again.
I don't either. That's my thought.
Remy's gonna approach Spartacus,
Okay.
and he's gonna get in the way of the transfer of water, and he's gonna slap the claws down.
Okay.
Oh,
You slap
it,
the claws
Remy.
down.
No. No more.
Roll and intimidate.
Oh,
No, bad Spartacus.
10? Okay. So with 10, they don't immediately attack you, but they definitely look like they're about to attack again because of what you did. So you all have a chance to act right now, but it looks like whatever was accomplished by giving them berries has just been undone at the moment.
damn it, Remy. We talked about this.
We are looking for a laptop. It's
You
hard to
will-
tell you all apart, but we're looking for a digital Pokemon that looks better than you.
Burnley kind of grabs Remy.
Roll a command.
Michael?
7. Okay. They don't seem to understand what you're saying, and that's just making them angrier.
Concerned, Belle, go sorry,
She's
and roll
groveling.
on his
Roll
arm back and go defensive.
Yes, roll a charm.
She exposes her belly.
Yeah, exposing the belly, just going. I don't want to harm you.
10? Okay.
Whoa.
They're still not attacking, but they
Yes.
definitely don't like the fox, the other fox.
Lux
thing.
will go forward with water bottle, glare at Remy really? Look, here, he's just a little high-strung, you know? Hands bottle of water to him. We're friendly. We're just looking for someone.
Spartacus.
Yu takes the
Go ahead.
Yu takes the apron and he rolls it up like it's a towel, and he looks like he's gonna snap Remy.
Bad dog.
You need a newspaper. or a wooden hammer. Where would you get a wooden hammer from?
Yeah, Lux is just afraid if he takes out a weapon right now, though.
That
He will
seems
read it the wrong way.
Okay, so you hand the water bottle. One of the other Pokemon snatches the bottle away as you hand it over and starts to drink it, and another one of the Pokemon takes it and drinks it too. So they're all
Sharing.
not
Okay.
fighting over it, but definitely
Okay,
taking
as
the
soon
water
as the
bottle.
first one has taken the water bottle and opened it, Lux is going to Fern. Come on, let's go find the beep.
Okay. Peace. It goes after the beep.
As soon as you guys start leaving that general area, you'll hear Spartacus start to speak again in a very raspy voice you can't understand, and then again goes like this in your direction.
No.
Lux is ignoring it. We're going for the beeping noise.
No, I'm doing
If Fern will let
hypnosis.
him.
He's doing it.
I'm doing hypnosis.
Oh,
Is that
okay.
No!
4 targets.
On
4 targets.
Sorry,
Four
range of 4,
targets?
1 target. Sorry, range of 4, 1 target. So I went
Okay, I was
thinking
like,
of
that's
Spartacus.
Oh, okay. One
I'm thinking of
target
Spartacus.
on Spartacus. Okay.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
These guys don't understand kindness. That's what he says. Let's see if this is it's a swirly bit, right? It's the yin yang for
Yeah.
status
Yeah,
effect.
you got it.
You got it. All right. So
I mean, speed evasion technically could come into play, but I assume he doesn't have. No, he can't have speed evasion of 10. Like,
yeah, he's fine. He's fine in hitting with it. So Spartacus, you can see, starts to doze off almost immediately, and he falls asleep, and you can see like they look like Z's coming out of his head, but they're not really shaped exactly like Z's.
They're
but
on
they
their
look like
side.
Z's.
They're slightly crooked.
Right.
7.
And
Yep.
as soon as that happens, the other 4 will immediately attack Remy.
Darn
Fern, go.
it.
Fern, go. Beeping.
Yep.
Beeping.
Rotim, save us! Rotim, save us!
All right. So so you guys are gonna book it to the capsule thing?
Yep.
All right. All right. So you're doing that. Remy's
Bullet,
taking
staying with me,
4
right?
hits right now.
Yeah, bullets staying with Remy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Landlocks
not
and
just-
Fern are going for the beeping, right?
Ew,
All right. There's.
Ew
Go
is
ahead.
gonna stay with Remy too.
Okay.
All right.
Good luck, guys.
Remy takes 2 hits. D3s, both of which are D3s, and the first, they're both special. They're both special hits. They're special attacks. So 14 D3s and 8 D3s. Slash roll 14 D3. So the first is going to be 29. I'll give you the type in a moment. The second one is going to be 19. So Remy, the first hit at 29 is going to be water.
Uh-oh.
Yes. So that's going to
That got
be
worse.
super effective. So I think that's 25% more damage. That's 50% more damage, I think. 29
Yeah, it's,
times...
it's double damage.
Oh,
essentially.
double? So 29
double.
times 2. So then the second hit is 19. Ground steel. 19 ground steel.
So that one's 50% more.
That one's 50% more.
It's double and a half.
Yes.
And you said they're both special, right?
They're both special.
Okay.
Okay.
So make
Okay.
sure you apply your defenses or your
I
special.
Which is really good for special.
Good.
By the time these hits happen, you guys, whoever's running to the capsule will reach the capsule.
If that's where the beeping is leading?
Oh, yes. Very much so, yes. It's beeping super fast.
Rotim, you in there?
There's no response, but if you remember the capsules, if something's in a capsule, it's in stasis, so it probably can't respond.
Okay. Are we
So they can't see anything like in the capsule? That's what you said?
It's. Do you want to rub the dust off of the
Yes.
capsule?
Very much so.
All right,
Well, with the
you'll rub the
title
dust off the
first.
capsule, and you will see inside the capsule appears to be a Rotim, or a Rotom, who's named Rotim.
Maybe,
Meanwhile,
we
back to the other 4 Pokemon that are awake, the 4 glitches. They will notice that you're going to the capsule, and they're not going to be happy about that. So they will turn to attack you from there, unless the other Pokemon next to them do anything to prevent them from attacking you, because they don't seem to like the idea that you're coming into their capsule.
Like a bullet do an attack.
If you want to attack them, go ahead.
Then yeah, he will use Confuse Ray.
Okay.
I guess if I were to decide which one, I don't know if it really matters considering it's all randomized.
Yeah, it doesn't
So-
really matter which one.
I guess I'll do this. So go. What? That didn't want to work. Okay, yeah, it's just giving me an error for that. But it's an AC of 2. So
Okay.
should I just roll a d20?
Yeah, go ahead. You should be able to get it.
Yeah,
It hits.
yeah.
It hits.
All right, so this is confused. Hey.
All right. They're confused, so they're out of the fight for the time being. There's 3 left. Is anyone else gonna?
There's not a chance for him to attack his teammate?
That's true. That is
Yes.
you're right. So that would be I roll a d20 to determine that. I think 14. 14 is act normally.
Yeah, Oo's gonna use acid spray.
How many will that hit?
It'll hit 1 target.
Okay.
Yeah, just whichever one is closest.
We'll say that the one closest to you is going to be kill me now. So you're gonna kill it now? That's gonna hit. 17
I'm sure gonna try if I can manage this.
damage.
I got 2 injuries there, by the way. Just as a heads up for everybody, if you take half of your hit points and damage in one attack, that causes an injury. 5 injuries, you got some problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, you also get injuries for hitting certain percent as
So
well.
at 50%, that's my second injury. Took out half my hit points. And then at 0, you get another injury. And you're unconscious.
That's 3 hits coming at Lux. There's a 6, 3, and 8. 63s. That is 9 points, Fern, of steel electric damage to you. Steel electric. I'm sorry, that was supposed to be 6 d6s. Yeah, 6 d6s. 18, sorry. 18 points of steel electric. And then this is 43s.
Steel is
So-
doubly effective against ice.
Yes, it is. Okay, so Lux is going to take 6 points of dragon damage.
Oh, I'm resistant to that. Cool.
Good.
Or not resistant, but immune. Yeah.
Immune?
Yeah. No, not
Oh.
immune. Sorry. I am trying to look up my information. Only resistance 4 times bug. Yeah, it is immune to dragon.
Then you're fine. And then the last one is, oh my gosh,
Ouch.
20 d8, I think. Yes, 20 d8s, 78 points.
Hope for
Yes.
another dragon.
Please.
Hope for another dragon. It's all in the random generator. Yeah, you wanted that one to be the dragon.
Yes, yes, I do.
Oh, it's electric. It's electric. It's electric.
It's a bad.
It's just normal. It's not super bad. It's not super good.
Okay, so the question is, how is your costume?
There. That is a good point. There.
Okay, so the ability is called Disguise. It's part of the Aeolin build.
Mhm.
It is a free action, so it's by choice.
Oh,
And then it's pretty much, you can opt to have your costume destroyed to just take out all the damage, and then it has to get repaired by a trainer, a fashionista.
okay. Well, I've already.
Before that ability could be used again, but you've used it, so yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty much. whatever.
I'm gonna get a lot of injuries
Story
for
purposes.
this.
For all
Okay,
intents
so
and
you're
purposes,
Physical, how
this should be equivalent to the Pokemon that the Pikachu had, kind of lopsiding. So the costume itself doesn't blow up. That could be story purposes, right? But for all intents and purposes, it just means your like mask cracks or breaks or whatever, and
Mhm.
you got to get it rebuilt. And people will know that you're a disguise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, your Pokemon's taking the 78 damage, not your costume.
Yeah.
Correct? All right.
Unfortunately.
78 damage of
How much defense
Electric.
does she have? Or
Elec-
he?
I still got an injury.
2 injuries probably there, right? Because of your hit points.
I have 88 hit points. So
More than 50. 88. So anything over 44 hit points is an extra injury,
Okay.
and half your hit points injury.
And Shay, you were
Okay.
saying that each injury reduced your maximum HP by 10%. Does that take place after the battle?
After
I
5.
imagine after the battle.
It's
but
it's after you get 5 injuries.
Oh, it's
So after
okay, and then it adds up.
it becomes massive damage, massive injury or major injuries, and then it
Gotcha.
causes
Okay.
problems.
Well, now Lux is going to start wheeling on the capsule to get it opened.
Fern will shout out, Bullet, just grab the capsule and everyone else. Let's just fly out of here. If we grab everyone, get somewhere safe.
How big are these capsules?
They're large enough to fit a medium-sized Pokemon.
Oh,
So it's probably going to be very heavy for you to pick up, but you can try.
Do I get
I will
to
try.
take my action first to try to
Yeah,
get it
you
opened?
can.
Or
Oh yeah, you can. You
Okay.
can do that. You're right there at the capsule, so.
am I rolling for anything, or am I just saying I'm trying to get it open quickly?
What are you trying to do to get it to open?
Well, I
guess
know
the
to get
question.
out, I just had to use a struggle attack.
Mm-hmm. So
Let's just go with struggle
Are you
again.
just gonna flail against the...
Pretty much. 26
Okay.
damage.
wow.
yeah, you will be able to crack the you'll be able to break the capsule. It wasn't that hard to break it.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't think that the glitches really had anything else on hand. So you're able to break it, and you will see the Rotom start to move as if it's starting to get out of stasis. Meanwhile, the other glitches look like they're about to get ready to attack again.
Yeah, Lux is going to grab him and book it back toward Bullet if possible. Let's go! Got him!
And Fern's going to, as Lux is running, guard them, try and keep in the way of of the hits for Lux. So if any hits come, she'll try and block them.
Mm-hmm.
Remy will want to attack whatever is a threat to the 2 people moving with Rotom.
Sure.
I will definitely do an attack. I could go down here. So Bullet, you need to save me. But I will do a flamethrower. So
So is that Remy shouting, Bullet, you need to save me?
Bullet, you'll need to
Or is that Shay?
save me, but get them out of there.
Okay.
Is that Shay? Shay would not.
I just had to be sure. I'm like, are you talking to me as a player? Or...
No, voice.
No, that was Remy. Yeah, asking.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, say get Rotom out of here, but then come and get me. You have to come and get me. And he'll still try to distract the offensive, the glitches being offensive to the ones that are trying to flee. So he's trying to distract them and pull the attention out with the flamethrower.
Okay, and Remy will just have to trust the Bullet here because he's just heading for the 3.
Yeah,
Sure.
He's sort of panic. He's probably going to go down, but he's panicking.
Wait,
But he just wants. Where's who?
I thought
Who
hard
should be
corrected
with-
me saying 4.
Sorry, say
Okay.
again.
Who is still near Remy, right? And then Bullet's running for Rotim and
Lux.
Lux.
Yeah,
and
you
Fern.
cannot move quickly, so it's best if he stays near Remy. I do
Okay.
have an idea for U, but I want to wait and see what happens next.
Okay, so what are we looking at? A hurt one at all that's attacking Fern and Lux? Or are they all pretty much solid?
Well,
Deciding which one to pick out.
Kill
here.
Me Now has been damaged, if that matters to you.
Kill Me Now it is.
Yes, Kill Me Now is damaged. Spartacus is still asleep, and
One of them is confused,
Fizdis is confused, yeah.
yes,
right? Fistus.
is confused. Yes,
Okay,
BBQ
so let's go
and BBQ and Freak are still kicking.
now.
Wow,
And
crit!
that's
Wow, crit! Wow. All right. So, who are you aiming at? Who are you actually trying
I
to
was gonna
attack?
go for Kill Me Now, just yeah.
He's
Yeah.
asking for it.
You just killed it now. So you basically let out a breath of fire, and Kill Me Now starts to writhe in pain again, very sporadically, and he ends up falling over and then dissolves into like really bizarre looking, like glowing matter, and it turns into ones and zeros, and the ones and zeros starts to like disperse, almost like the soul leaving a Pokemon. It's actually pretty graphic.
So that's the first death of the campaign.
Yeah, you just killed a Pokemon named Kill Me Now. Oh my goodness.
Let's wish.
Well, it wasn't necessarily what he wanted. Might have been
True.
what the trainer named him as such. Trainer
True.
named him as such.
Remy, no remorse.
You monster.
I didn't want this. I didn't want this.
I came
All right.
in peace.
That means
Hey, we did try.
that definitely puts BBQ, Is This, and Freak to not like Remy at all, and they're going to all three of them will attack Remy. Bullet and everybody else left to go save Rotom and everybody, right?
Well, Ew is still there, I think.
It's just
Oh, Ew is
Ew.
still there.
It's Ew and
Ew is
Remy.
still there. Okay, Ew, there are three
Okay, so-
attacks. Go ahead.
All right. So, Ew sees them. He's still healthy, I think. He hasn't been hit yet, right?
Not yet. Right now they've been
Yeah.
attacking Remy because he seems to be the biggest threat.
All right. So Ew looks at Remy. He looks at the Pokemon that are attacking, and he says, "Pretty friend, I'm sorry about this." And he grabs Remy and like shoves him like inside his body.
She's on her breath.
Not the hair!
Yes. Remy,
And
your
Ew-
hair is
Ew quickly
covered
turns his
in
back on the
sludge.
others.
Covered in sludge.
Where's the death?
Now you look like a freak. You have a fake head popping out of your chest. Do they recognize you as such? We should have tried disguise. Darn it.
All right. 6, I think, is for confused means he attacks another person, like their own companions. I think that's what that means.
Hope so.
So, this attack will be attacking Freak.
Hey,
This will
not
be-
the one that's
Freak will be attacked. It'll be a physic. It's a 1. It's a D1. So. I'm sorry. It'll be 1d12. Okay, so that's 3 points of damage to Freak, and then the other 2 will attack Ew. So the cube hits itself. Oh, hits itself? Oh, okay, got it. Okay, so it's hitting itself. It hit itself for 3 damage. Thank you. I didn't intend for them to attack you.
Try being
I
nice.
predicted you guys were
They
going to try to be
attacked us
diplomatic.
immediately, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, they did.
We only have 2 dice. We only have 2 dice to charm.
Yeah, unfortunately. I think and Gobblestone probably isn't as good with charming. Gobblestone is with you too, if you remember. But I
Yeah.
don't think he would have been a very charming person either. So I don't think he even tried.
No.
Um,
Actually, what has he been doing this whole time?
Carrying in the bag.
Gobblestone has probably been keeping his mouth shut because I think this entire time he doesn't trust them. I don't think I feel like he preferred to just run in and grab what he needed and run out. So he wasn't. I don't think he would have. His first choice would have been to diplomatize. So he was just gonna stay out of it. He would just be like, "I'm not gonna be involved." But if basically he was saying, if they start to try to kill us, I'm running. Just so you know, I'm running. All right. So you are taking 10 points of psychic, fairy psychic. 10 points of fairy psychic.
Ew is dark type, so the psychic won't have any effect.
Okay. So you're fine.
Yep. And poison is super effective against fairy, so it won't hurt him much.
Okay. So you only took like 2 damage, I guess. 2 damage.
So Ew is trying to scurry away as fast as possible toward Bullet, while also holding Remy inside of him.
So you're going to be running. Bullet will scoop up the other Pokemon, correct?
Please?
And then after you scoop up the other Pokemon, you don't have to roll for that.
Okay.
What are you doing, Bullet?
So when you say the other Pokemon, do you mean like Rotom and them, or Ew and
I
Remy?
assumed Rotom and them is who you were going after first.
Okay, yeah. Well then, I don't know if we just assume that. Yeah, after getting them, he'll swoop around to get the others.
All right.
Let's go.
Won't just leave them behind. That would be silly.
All right.
Exactly.
8 means the target hits itself.
Ha ha ha! Suck it.
Riz.
Actually, if we're giving parting shots, and there is one still asleep, am I within range for Nightmare?
I'm sure you can be.
Thank you.
Can be.
What are you? You're a ghost.
Are they asleep though?
One of them is.
Oh, one of them. Yeah.
One of
she's
them
gonna
was
be-
hypnotized, Spartacus, I think.
I think
you
it
just have
hits
to
on.
meet the
I think
AC.
as long as you meet the target, it hits.
Yes.
I think. All right.
Unless he has evasion added to it.
But he's asleep, so he can't have evasion.
Okay, cool. Enjoy your nightmare, freak.
Just nightmares of Remy.
How
Slapping
close
his
are we
quad.
to, how close are we to Ew and Remy? Are we?
When the nightmare hits,
Yeah.
what's the range of nightmare?
That is a good question. Oh, it's melee.
Okay, so you have to be right up. I don't think you're going to be able to get within
Okay.
melee range very easily. That would be really hard for you
Yeah,
to do on
that's
the bullet.
fine. That's fine.
So,
One day.
I mean, you're moving towards them. So, are you trying to do something specifically as you're moving towards them for?
Just as like soon as like they're on, Fern wants to use Mist to kind of like it's
Sure.
what the move says it's designed for, but I kind of just want to cover their tracks so
Yes, you
as they
can.
fly off.
Yes, you can. Ew. So the first attack to you, you'll take 29 points of dark water. Dark water. And then
Is that like Advent Children?
yes. And then 48 points of flying poison.
Yeah, Ooh just he takes it, but he tries to keep moving. He doesn't try to retaliate.
You guys will be able to, with all of those, with the mist and everything, you guys will be able to fly away from the encampment. And Gobblestone will say, "Oh, we barely survived that one."
Yeah.
That was scary.
Ew, you might want to let Remy out there. Okay, Rotim starts patting Rotim's cheek. Come on, wake up.
Lets Remy out, and he says, "Sorry, pretty friend. We had to get out of there."
He starts wheezing and like crawling on like Bullet's back. He's like, this is never gonna come out. And then he starts looking at his friend. He's like, maybe Harrington had a point.
Your
Maybe
fur
this
is
is
all
good for the fur.
matted. It smells terrible.
No.
Oh,